There's this really beautiful artist on YouTube. The video he has out has like 68 million views. It's called Hi Ren, and it's about mental health, and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful song. And in the end of it, he talks about this pendulum, like life being the pendulum. And he said that when he was 17, he had decided that he was going to be a force for light in the world. And right after he decided that, he was met with so much darkness, and he went through psychosis and went through a lot of time being in a state of tension and being challenged by these two sides of himself. The song's so beautiful, go watch it. But he talks about how the only way he was able to find a balance and find peace in the world was to soften. And it reminds me of the nervous system being stuck in the fight or flight, a state of tension in the body, or being in rest and digest, being in a more relaxed state. And so the whole song is how, like, we can't exactly escape from the darkness. It's just a part of who we are. And it's like the polarity of coming down and being a being on this earth. And the reason I was thinking about all this was because I was also thinking about vegan diets and ayahuasca and DMT and the amino acids. And the sentence in my mind was, you can't stay up. Like the pendulum has to swing. You can't stay up. So, and it even reminds me of fasting. When we fast to connect with our spirits. But we can't fast forever. Like the pendulum has to swing. The reason why we came down into this earth is to experience both the light and the darkness. So with tryptophan, what I was thinking about with it is, ayahuasca is part of the tryptamine family. So before you go and you partake in the ceremonies, you are not supposed to have tryptophan in your diet because it can cause an overdose of serotonin. They call it serotonin syndrome, because you're trying to connect to this higher part of your spirit. And so what I was thinking about a lot is, like, being vegan, a lot of people too, a lot of people do it to be spiritually elevated, to kind of be empty, to be lighter. But we come here for the pendulum to swing. So what's missing in the swing of the pendulum is the density in the matter and who we are. And this might not make any sense, so you might completely disagree with me, and that's okay too. I'm just putting ideas, and this channel is for entertainment purposes only, but I do encourage you to look into the biochemistry. When we're in a vegan diet, we're missing those B vitamins, we're missing creatine, a lot of times we're missing iron, and we could be low on certain micronutrients. So usually a lot of times people won't experience issues, like right when they get on a vegan diet, they'll feel better. And over time, especially women, will have problems with iron levels and our menstrual cycles. And so that pendulum, like the body, is so resilient. It can stay in this heightened state for a moment, but we have to swing back down. Like, there's a reason why we came into this density, this 3D dimension with matter and energy. And this is going back to Einstein's theory in that space-time is bent within the presence of energy and matter. We are nothing without the physical body. Is just a vessel for the spirit, but without the physical body and the density of that body, we are too elevated. We experience disease. Our spirits are not anchored down and grounded into our bodies. And just an example is like looking into the second step of the electron transport chain within the mitochondria is a requirement of carnitine synthesis. We must have lysine and methionine, those amino acids, to have enough carnitine. One thing I always look at is pregnancy nutrition as well. So, like, I don't think you always have to be eating like meat and always have to be eating animal-based proteins, but the pendulum is swinging from light to dark, and we go through time periods in our life where the pendulum is swinging. Like, we go through stressful time periods, and sometimes the body, like being pregnant, is a stressful time period on the body. So we swing into needing more mineral dense nutrients, and like women, we we are always getting cues from nature. Our hormones swing on a monthly basis all the time. When we go through menopause, this is a time period where we lose our footing on the ground. And like, how do you get back grounded and centered? The body needs the minerals and the nutrients. So it's all fascinating, really. I think about that a lot with Einstein's theory. Energy and matter bends space-time. They say that's the only reason why, like, the sun is full of this energy and matter, and it, like, the space-time is like a flat sheet, and what the sun does is, this is according to Einstein's theory, it bends because of the density of the energy of the sun. It bends space-time, and that is the reason why Earth stays within the vicinity that it does of the sun, and we can't be without the sun. So just some thoughts, really just some thoughts. But if your pendulum is swinging, if you are having a difficult time in this realm, buckle down on your nutrients, buckle down on your animal-based protein. And there's nothing wrong with, like, plants are living. If you ever eat mushrooms or ever drink ayahuasca, plants are so conscious. The ground, the grass, everything is conscious. Nothing has like a hierarchy. It's all beautiful, and it's all like, when we eat a salad, it's just as much as a sacrifice as eating a steak, and it's about holding it with reverence and being grateful and thankful and wanting to give to the body in a way. I'm giving to all my trillions of cells, I'm giving to my gut bacteria so that I can show up and be a better human, a better person, a more grounded and centered, clear, focused. It's everything it's all alive. Everything is moving. We just can't even see it. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for you. I'm gonna go, but yeah, I wish you the best of luck, my friend. Let the pendulum swing, soften, nourish, rest. Ask your body what it needs you to do, because there's an intelligence that runs through us. There's no shoulds. There's not, I should do this, I should do that. It's what would help me to be the best version of myself. Would stretching help? Would exercise help? Or do I need to rest? There's a greater intelligence. So just remember that. Remember, you don't see yourself accurately. And I love you so much. See you later.